Welcome to this episode of Blitz Baking with Beth and Mike. Today what we are going to do is we're going to introduce our drinking, which is the Glenlivet. It is the Founder's Reserve that we got at Total Wine today. And we have Betty Crocker's Super Moist Triple Chocolate Fudge. Beth, do you like moist? Very good. So, let's open up the Glenlivet. Comes gift wrapped in this beautiful bottle. And we have Betty Crocker's cake. So, the Glenlivet. Let's crack this bad boy open. That's the sound of good scotch. Now, scotch is made in Scotland. It's not made with scotch. It's made like whiskey. And they use peat to give it a smoky flavor. I knew a guy named Pete who grew up. He was a bully down the street. But anyway, let's try this out. Now, everyone likes their whiskey either neat or on the rocks. I like mine on the rocks just to give it a little moisture. Smooth as a baby's butt. Alright, so to make this cake, we need some water, some vegetable oil, and some eggs. Too much eggs, it gets eggy. Not enough eggs, it gets less eggy. We need to get the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Beth, do you mind sticking your head in the oven to make sure it's on?
It's not on.
Look deeper. So, we decided we're going to have one pan for baking the cake. We have a square pan also for baking the cake. Because when you use the cake mix, they usually give you more cake mix than you possibly could use for one cake. And we have the eggs
We
to
only
make
have
it
two
eggy.
eggs.
So it's going to be less eggy.
So we have no eggs. So we're going to walk to the convenience store because we've already started drinking.
We are at the Green Valley Grocer to pick up some eggs. And it's a local gas station down the street from us. We walked safely. We didn't drive. And now we're going to go purchase some eggs.
Yay! We got eggs!
You filming?
Yeah.
So we got our eggs, and now we are going to head back to the apartment, safely walk, and start baking.
We got eggs! Yay!
Drink my scotch. I gotta get my ingredients together. So I'm gonna put my wet ingredients, no laughing, into the blender, and the dry ingredients I'll put in last. So I need 1 1/4 cups of water and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Are you recording? So I got my scotch. I'll put my 1 1/2 cups of water in. half a cup of oil. Splash myself. And we'll put in 3 eggs. I'll crack them in this first so that I don't get any shells. 2. 3. Now baking is precise, so you don't want to add anything that's not already there. So I'm going to turn this on and mix it up so it's all nice and mixed. And I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which is my cake mix from Betty Crocker. And fun fact about Betty Crocker is during the Revolutionary War, General Crocker needed to raise the morale of his troops, so his wife Betty would make cakes, and they would raise the morale on the weekends when they weren't fighting in the war. So I'm going to add my dry ingredients, like so. And now it's all nice and mixed. I'm going to let that rest while Beth licks the beater. I turned it off for her safety. Where's the grease?
What grease?
Crisco.
Where'd Chris go?
I got Crisco over here.
We found Chris.
So to make the we didn't turn the oven on.
Oops.
So because we do not want the batter to stick, we're going to grease. Just like a baby's butt, you want to grease it all nice and they don't chafe in their diapers. And then since we have extra batter, we're going to make 2 cakes. One's going to be square, the other one's going to be round. So now that we have everything greased, I will grease Beth later. We pour it into the pan, like so.
It's awfully chunky. Is it supposed to be chunky?
It will bake out the chunks, just like pancakes. Would you like to lick this? And then we can tamp it down to get bubbles out. And then we'll stick it in the oven. Let's see what it says. So, about 35 minutes. We'll bake it for about 35 minutes. I'll set the timer for 25 just in case it gets a little done quicker. I'll put it in the oven. Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Oh, Beth, what do you think we should do in the next 25 minutes? Think we should drink more?
I think we should drink more.
So we will drink more while the cake is baking.